Have you ever placed your phone on a table to send a quick text, only to discover it suddenly thinks it's a rocking chair? Tap one corner, and it tilts. Tap the other, and it tilts back. Somewhere along the way, your smartphone quietly developed the balancing skills of a three-legged goat. The culprit, of course, is that camera bump sticking out of the back. But have you ever wondered why phone cameras have to stick out at all? Why can't manufacturers simply make the camera perfectly flat? Is the bump there to make the phone look more expensive? Is it just another clever way to convince you that bigger camera equals better photos? Or did phone designers simply wake up one morning and collectively decide, you know what people love? Phones that refuse to lie flat. Thankfully, that's not how it happened. The truth is that those camera bumps exist because the laws of physics are remarkably stubborn. Without them, your phone's camera quality would be dramatically worse than it is today. Welcome to Past in Plain Sight. Today, we're uncovering the surprising reason why phone cameras stick out. We need to go back to the very first camera phones to understand the camera bump. In the early 2000s, phone cameras were enthusiastic, but not exactly impressive. Their tiny sensors produced grainy pictures that looked as though someone had smeared petroleum jelly over the lens. If you zoomed in, your best friend quickly transformed into what appeared to be a collection of colorful Lego bricks. Still, people loved them. For the first time, you had a camera in your pocket everywhere you went. It didn't matter that the photos weren't perfect. Capturing the moment was more important than capturing every detail. However, as the years passed, expectations changed. People wanted sharper selfies, better night photos, crisper zoom, more realistic colors. And somehow they expected all of this from a device thinner than a grilled cheese sandwich. Engineers quickly discovered a problem. Actually, a very tiny problem. The problem of light. Every camera works by collecting light through a series of glass lenses before focusing it onto an image sensor. The more room engineers have to arrange those lenses, the better they can control focus, reduce distortion, improve sharpness, and gather more light. Professional cameras solve this easily. Their lenses stick out, sometimes by several inches. Nobody complains because they expect cameras to look like cameras. Phones are different. Everyone wants a phone that's impossibly thin. At the same time, everyone also wants photos worthy of a wildlife documentary. Unfortunately, physics doesn't negotiate. A better camera usually needs more physical space. Manufacturers had two choices. Make the entire phone thicker or let the camera extend outward. Most people preferred carrying a slim phone with a small bump rather than a phone as thick as a paperback novel. So the camera bump was born. But here's the clever part. That bump isn't just hiding one lens. Inside are several precisely positioned glass elements, tiny motors for autofocus, image stabilization systems that physically move the lens to cancel handshake, and increasingly large image sensors. In other words, that little bump is less of a bump and more of a tiny engineering laboratory. There's another reason modern camera bumps keep getting larger. The image sensor itself has grown. A larger sensor captures more light. More light means brighter night photos, richer colors, less digital noise, and better overall image quality. It's rather like using a larger bucket to collect rainwater. The bigger the bucket, the more water you catch. The bigger the sensor, the more light you capture. Of course, larger sensors also take up more space. And space inside a smartphone is already incredibly crowded. Your phone isn't just holding cameras. It's also squeezing in a battery, speakers, antennas, wireless charging coils, processors, cooling systems, microphones, vibration motors, and enough tiny electronics to make a watchmaker develop a headache. Finding extra room inside is a bit like trying to fit another suitcase into an already overpacked car before a family vacation. Something has to stick out. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to Past in Plain Sight, and join us next time as we reveal another fascinating piece of history. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.